What's up everyone and welcome to Best Car Reviews. I'm Ben and today we'll be dissecting the 2024 Porsche Cayenne. Here at Best Car Reviews, I strive to bring you the most accurate and relevant information under 10 minutes. There's no misleading and no wasted time. If that's something that's intriguing to you, then please like and subscribe so I can continue to grow the channel. Let's get started. The Porsche Cayenne has been a long-standing, luxurious, powerful SUV in the Porsche lineup. 2024 brings increased power and some nice new features to go along and on top of the already very successful 2023 platform. And if you're loving the design, then stay tuned, because today we're going to go through all the trims and key details that matter most to you to determine which will be the best bang for your buck. All photos and information in today's video come direct from Porsche, Car and Driver, or Motor Trend. Let's dive in. There will be 4 different available trim options for the Cayenne in 2024. You have the base, E-Hybrid, S, and Turbo GT available in the coupe platform. That base starts you off at $80,850. So even though this is a base trim, I'm not sure you can really call it that considering the starting price. And if you go for that top trim S, starting you off at $97,350, or if you really want to opt for that, slightly different, coupe setup with the Turbo GT, significantly higher in price, just shy of $200,000 starting. The base trim will get you a 3-liter turbocharged V6, 348 horsepower, 368 pound-feet of torque. The E-Hybrid setup is that same 3-liter turbo V6 plus 1 electric motor and a 25.9 kilowatt-hour battery, giving you 463 horsepower. Pound-feet of torque have not been released yet, but obviously expected to be, pretty high. The S gives you a 4-liter twin-turbo V8, 468 horsepower, 442 pound-feet of torque, and if you opt for that Turbo GT, you get significantly more power from the same 4-liter twin-turbo V8, 650 horsepower, 626 pound-feet of torque. So 4 different options here, 4 different engine setups, 4 different power ranges, a lot to choose from, and all for a very high price. All of these pair with a 8-speed automatic transmission, as well as all-wheel drive. MPG numbers have not been released, but you can kind of compare them to 2023 numbers for the engines that are somewhat similar, but expect all new numbers. We have to wait to see what the EPA says. We'll go through the pictures of this Cayenne that have been released to this point while we talk about it. Looking at this Cayenne, it's still obtaining the classic Porsche look, from the headlights to the body lines. Absolutely a great looking SUV and no doubt extremely popular. The biggest changes for 2024 are probably the powertrains, with increased power on the base and Turbo GT. 13 horsepower and 36 pound-feet of torque gained over 2023 respectively. The interior gets most of the major changes, which we'll get into later. There are still several notable changes for 2024. Porsche Active Suspension Management is now standard. Revised suspension setup includes new 2-valve dampers for better ride quality. LED matrix headlights are now standard. New wheel designs for all the trims, and they are ranging in sizes from 20 to 22 inches. 22 obviously is a massive wheel, looks super sweet. The color options 2024 are going to be Algarve Blue Metallic, Montego Blue Metallic, and Arctic Gray. One area where this Cayenne is still said to lag behind the competition is cargo room. It is smaller than competition, but let's face it, is that really a selling point for a vehicle like this? I'm not sure I'm too concerned about cargo room if the vehicle I'm shopping for is a luxury performance SUV. The other aspect of this Cayenne that may hold it back is pricing. Starting MSRPs are very high, and remember that this is without any options or packages. This is a competitive segment, but Porsche does back up these prices with fantastic performance numbers and capability, along with luxury on the inside. If your goal is to get the most tricked out Cayenne possible, you'll be shelling out for it. It will also be interesting to see if more trim options become available. The best bang for your buck, in my opinion, will simply be that base Cayenne, giving you an exterior that's not easy to decipher from the higher trims. People can't really tell which one you have. They might think you have the top trim, as well as an interior setup that is really all you need. You may as well get the most affordable one since you aren't settling on features or looks. Let's go through the interior now. The interior of this Cayenne is as intriguing and desirable as the exterior. New for 2024 on the inside will be an entirely new dash design comprising of some serious screen real estate. Along with this, you'll get a new steering wheel, which is from the 911, as well as a new toggle type shift lever mounted on the dashboard. Premium package offers you premium sound. Bose sound system includes ambient interior lighting, adaptive cruise control, heated front and rear seats, and a panoramic sunroof. Sport Chrono package gets you expanded drive modes and launch control, and the off-road package provides extra underbody protection, additional displays, and adaptive air suspension. The wall of screens is comprised of a standard 12.3-inch center infotainment screen and a 12.6-inch digital gauge cluster to score through all your driver's information. An optional third screen will be available that is 10.9 inches and is more oriented in front of the passenger. Porsche says this third screen can play videos and remain safe for the driver since the screen isn't visible, to view from the driver's seat. So, cool feature, and obviously won't obstruct the driver if the passenger wants to watch some stuff. Obviously, also getting very comfortable and elevated materials on the dash and the seats. Porsche dishes out tons of safety, technology, and driver's assist features to keep you safe as standard and even more optional. Overall, each of these trims delivers superior interior designs and functionality for the money. It's very nice that they give the base trim equally nice features and didn't stimp it for being the base model, but makes sense because it's still $80,000+. In review, guys, if you're in the market for a luxury, high-performance SUV, obviously this Porsche Cayenne is going to be on that list of options, as well as many others, and you're going to have to consider things like MSRP, MPG numbers when they come out, because even if you're going for one of these, people say MPGs don't really matter, but maybe they do. Maybe they do for you. So once those numbers come out, keep a close eye on that. When you're comparing interiors to these other options in the competition, it's going to be difficult to beat the interior on this Cayenne. Very well done, and if you love kind of this setup where there's lots of big screens, you're not going to beat this. And as far as performance, even if you opt for the S, not that all-out turbo GT, you're still getting a twin-turbo V8. It's going to produce some great sound, some great performance. So, yes, you're going to spend $100,000 for it, but even if you opt for that smaller engine on the base trim, you're still going to get great performance. And let's face it, if you just want a nice car because you have the money, you want a nice grocery getter, just get the base model. It's going to deliver exactly what you want for performance. It's going to give you a fantastic interior, and you won't have to shell out as much money. It's $80,000 versus $100,000 to get that twin turbo. So it's all up to you. It's all up to what you think, what you like, what you want. And that's different for everybody. But hopefully this video will lay things out in a clear way for you guys. Thank you for watching this Best Car Review. Please subscribe if not already. If you have an idea for a future review, drop it in the comments and I'll see what I can do. And I'll catch you on the next Best Car Review.